Foy.
To clinch her second title of the season. Indeed. Brandon. There it is. Nice. Bang.
Winning shot. Simo.
Good morning, folks. Chris Talks over here with Jimmy. Great show today, Joe.
Doing great. Really looking forward to the show. Number 1 and number 2 seed, defending champion. Somebody can maybe show last year. Freeze. I think this is great to watch. Good shot. Punching through. Missed a little left off her hand. She went to 6'10". Easy to despair there. Came a long way. She made it through in the 4-3 match last night, so she's earned it right here. Let's see if Kathy can get lined up quickly. Looks like she had to do some looking practice. Right. Transition happened. They get a little tighter down lane, and that's when the girls, the ladies, don't really have a headline spot to get it come off of. You could see the scores go down. But all the players seem lined up pretty good. They got their hands full with Chris Johnson twice tonight.
They do. They absolutely have their hands full. The 10-time major champion is looking to start her career here at the Senior Queens of the Bay. She will have it has been done the last couple of years. So it's Kathy next year.
About 11-7.
So she's
Correct. About 2 to 3. And you'll see the angles that Joe's playing. Next year, player Karina Sabo and Joe Shear, they're going to be on the track. Where you're going to see Liz to the right of that and kind of play like the whole thing. She's going to be between 5 and 10.
Just so you guys know, we have a couple of giveaways here later on today. After the next match, we will give away and then in after right before the championship.
Still a little tight. She just got to loosen that swing up a little bit, let the ball read the lane. She's still trying to force it a little bit in, and this is a pattern that's not real forgiving. So she just needs to relax a little bit. Great player, made the TV show in this event last year, finished 5th. So this lady's still got the deal.
Just check the audio here because you guys can hear us just fine. We should audio levels all good. Just want to make sure that you guys can hear us. Coming through loud and clear now. Just want to make sure we're coming in loud and clear here. out there and land.
Nice swing by Jill that time. That ball has a chance right there. Great
Oh,
shot.
come on.
Get that 10 out of there. Much better shot off her hand.
We should be getting a little bit better audio there now. So again, let us know if that is still an issue.
Interesting thing about Jill as well is
Nice
that
cover.
she commented that she got a new spare ball before she got here, a plastic one, and she's had some issues. So that's something, Curtis, that we might want to pay attention down the road, that you know, she's missed a few because of using that plastic because she's not quite used to it yet.
Hey, yeah, and that's gonna be something we'll have to keep in mind here, and you can see, and we'll keep our eye out on that, and we'll see if that comes to anything.
Kathy Ledford's been all business this morning. I talked to her a little bit about her ball choices, and she's in it to win it.
Hey, she got here. She knows she didn't bowl her best to get here, but now that she's here, she's got a chip in a chair. Oh, little light mixer there.
Yep.
10 pin still stands. Trying to kill. Still seems like she's trying to give it a little room there.
Yeah, she didn't quite catch it at the bottom. You can see she made the notion that she kind of led with her palm a little bit instead of lifting with her fingers, and that's why the ball didn't react as well in the middle part of the lane. Makeable spare.
Absolutely.
Kathy had some issues with spares last night as well, so hopefully she can. She's rectified it. I saw her practicing some over there this morning, so. Look at her, got her hand over the air. What are you doing?
She knows she got that one good there. Oh, man.
It's going to be interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
I mean, talk to me about the importance of spare making with confidence, right? It's hard to throw a good strike ball when you know you can't pick up a spare.
You're scared to leave something.
Yeah.
Think about it. And last night in that 4-for-3 match that both of these players got into the step ladder, they were ugly. They were tough. You know, and spare shooting was definitely at a premium. Kathy has beautiful. I mean, she's got a nice swing. You know, proven bowler, one of the best bowlers in the upper Northwest. Much of her life when she was younger, when she bowled all the time. No muscle in the swing. Got a little left. Got the elbow out a little bit. Missed left of target. Left of 3-6-10. Very makeable.
Pin there. No problem. Thank goodness, but now she'll look to cover the 3-6-10. That's going to be heavy. That's heavy on the 3-pin.
She left a 10-pin standing. That gives her 75 through 4. So it's Jill right back in the match.
And we can see here. Back to this replay.
I thought Kathy would have a little bit. So the ball would skid that way.
Big chance, opportunity here for Jill Freeze. And she's going to leave a 3-6-10 here.
I think Jill needs to cheat a little bit left. She's kind of trying to force it in there, and that's a very difficult thing to do. When you leave 7s and 8s, it's very difficult to bowl clean games, and you gotta get 9 spares to win here.
See, she just kind of cheats it here.
Yeah, that's what that's the she throws it. So she's definitely there's that spare that we were talking about.
Yeah, she cuts it there too.
They both missed the 3-6-10 that frame, so it's 75 to 63. So Kathy Tribby with a 12-pin lead through 4 frames. Let's see if Jill can get back on right here, loosen up her swing a little bit here, and give the ball a chance to do the work, not have any muscle. Good push away. Got a chance.
That's going to go high. It goes
Yeah.
high. Leaves the 6-10. And
She's going to have to make a move left. I mean, she's going to have to take that chance to cheat a little bit, so if she does give it away, that it'll shape. Because Kathy is giving it away a little bit, and it's still reading the lane a little bit, Curtis. See if she can cover these spares. 6-10. Covered it right up. She's staying there a long time to make sure that it hits both pins. Jill Freeze with 63 up in the fourth with a spare in the fifth. Kathy Ledford with 75 in the fourth. Kathy's first three shots were really good. The last one, she cut it off a little bit, but let's just see if she can get right back on here. Kathy using the Exponent.
hold on.
Change balls to the IQ Tour.
And she wraps
ring
it
10. Good shot. Storm IQ Tour for Kathy. This one's got to look a little far away after missing a 3-6-10. You know what I mean? This is she's a proven winner, though. She'll cover it right up. Uh-oh.
And we talked about spares being one of those crucial factors. And it looks like the spare game will be the deciding factor here in this game. And it's going to be who can convert, not who can throw the strikes, but who can cover their spares.
Correct.
And I'll tell you one thing. Looking forward, you're not going to be able to miss these spares against Liz Johnson.
Any of the next three players are not going to be able to. You know what I mean?
No.
I agree with you 100%, sir. Let's see if Kathy can get right back on. She's not having a hard time controlling the pocket. It's just the spares her. Beautiful push away. Good swing. 10 back.
And
Mad at herself. Yeah.
Gives that little fist pump there.
Mad at herself for missing those spares. Jill has to make a move here.
She's too far right?
Yeah, I think she doesn't have any angle. If she misses left, and then she's afraid if she misses right, that it's not going to hook. She has to migrate a little bit. Has to.
It looks like she did a little bit here. That's a better shot.
Got it to the right.
That's a better
Shaker,
shot.
much better shot.
That looks much better.
You have to remember, Curtis, she's old school. She drifts back to the right.
She's going to check
Yeah.
this out right here.
Look at that. Posted it up. Beautiful pin
There
action.
we go. Shaker there. Good shot.
She's come back in a lot of matches this week, too.
She has. It takes her a little bit always to kind of get revved up, but once she does, she's dangerous.
That's true. Little
She
left
pointed
off
that
her
one.
hand.
But
wow,
she
she
hated
hit
the hold. No, come on.
Solid
oh, my
9.
God. That was a solid 9.
That's brutal when you can't hit the pocket. You know, you're struggling to hit the pocket. You make a good shot on the right lane. You step up on the left, and then you get a penalty for making a great shot with a solid 9.
Look at this right there.
Right
Just
through it.
Absolutely right through it.
Right in the middle. Tight match, Curtis.
Very tight match. One pin match right here. Kathy has the opportunity to step up and make a big shot here to kind of throw the first double of the match. And we saw the same thing yesterday on this pair. Doubles were really hard to come by, but you know who both? I mean, it's just really hard. It seems like this pair just plays very tricky.
Kathy bowls really well when she gets angry. She seems like she's a little frustrated now.
Kind of
missing those spares. So right here, I'm betting this is going to hit the pocket.
She revs herself
Committed
up.
to it. Got a hook.
Comes in light there, 2-pin, no 8.
Still going to be a 1-pin match if she covers it up. She's only really thrown one bad shot. She got a little left. She left a 3-6-10.
Well, she should be. I mean, she does have a double. I'm sorry, she opened the match with a double, but she, the 2 missed makeable spares right there. The big difference in this match.
I think Jill's trending in the correct direction where Kathy's still kind of fishing a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like she's still not quite sure what she needs to do, but she needs to pick up this spare, and she grabs it. And that is a good pickup there. Get an easy one, like when they say tell a quarterback who's coming into the game for the first time, throw a couple of short passes
little
right
dink
there.
And dunk. Let's keep moving forward.
little dink and dunk. Get them comfortable, and then we'll do the hard ones.
Kathy wanted me to give a shout out to her husband Gary, who's listening today as well.
She did.
Big shot here.
Strike would be essential.
Over target.
Oh,
10 back.
10 back.
Good shot. I think a lot of these matches are going to go down to the wire here, Curtis.
I do too. I think that, and we'll see. Check this strike shot right there.
Is it one of our favorite hits where it splits the 8-9?
Yeah.
There it is. I love it.
Absolutely.
A little bit more on the 9 than the 8, but still the idea.
Still that idea right there. Just
let's see if Jill can trust it here. She looked comfortable.
She pointed that.
Little left.
She pointed that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Just she doesn't seem like she's comfortable.
I thought after the last couple she was, but she's still in, and we've used the phone booth analogy a lot this week where, you can't miss right. So if you're not going to throw it to the right, which way are you going to throw it, Curtis?
Throw it to the left.
It's going to go left. So until she finds something maybe with a little more surface or something that she can actually miss a little right. Let's see if she can cover.
This before, and she covers it. That's the way you're supposed to cover it. I love her personality.
She shot it a different way, too.
She did. She took the plastic and kind of threw it straight
The other
up.
one, she went cross lane.
Yeah.
That one, she went right in front of it.
Right up.
So.
Norm shot it like Norm Duke would shoot it.
You're right. He never gave away an inch on any spare.
Never.
He shot the 2-8 straight in front of it, which is crazy. Him and Francois Lavoie, the only 2 guys I've ever seen do that.
And you know what? He doesn't miss them too often.
Let's see if Jill can make a good one here. 4-pin match. Kathy Tribby in the lead.
Well, when you're one of the most accurate.
She committed to that one.
That's going to go.
That's why she doesn't throw it to the right. Yep. Run it down. Still a tight match.
Still a very tight match.
Kathy can take control with a double up in the 9th. After Jill covers this up.
I mean, it just seems to me that keeping it clean here is going to be the key.
You are correct. Hold on.
Oh, what did I say? Just keep Mr.
I think one of the key observations, like we said, is that she's leery of the strike ball because she drilled a brand new plastic ball and she's missed a bunch of spares. So she's trying to use the strike ball and she hooked by it. So, and we have 4 mismakeables, which we called early in the match that they both struggled yesterday with spares as well. So I think if Kathy gets a double here, she can take control.
Kathy can step up right here in the 9th frame. She has the opportunity to throw a double, and you've got to feel like the double would be a pretty deciding shot here for Kathy Ledford, the defending senior Queens champion, stepping up and making a big shot. Lets it go. That doesn't look bad.
Nope. Flat 10.
You saw the flat 10 right there, and it's just good shot. Good shot off her hand.
She's still trying to fit it, because they're scared if they get it right that it won't quite shape off the middle part of the lane. She committed to it, but she just didn't get her hand all the way around to make it come off.
Right there, just lays down there in the flat gutter and doesn't get there. But, hey, you got to the pocket. You threw a good shot. Now make the spare. She's got to make this spare.
This hasn't been a gimme. She missed the last one.
She can't give these away. That looks better. There it is. No,
right in the middle.
No problem. And now she's going to go into this with a almost a 20-pin lead here, going into this final frame. I guess she has a.
Jill's max is 178.
Yeah, she has a 6-pin lead right now, depending on what she does here in the first shot of the 10th.
Spare and counts a winner.
Spare and counts a winner, which is not a give me.
No, sir.
Not by any means. And don't forget, folks, we're going to give away a jersey here. You're not going to want to miss it. Oh, she broke up. Yeah, she broke that split up and gives herself a makeable spare. She needs to make this and get some decent count. And
6 to be exact.
Yeah, and that will be the match, and she will move on.
To face Rena Sabo. This isn't a gimme.
No.
She's got to concentrate. Draw her line right down there.
That's
got
trouble.
a hook. That's trouble.
She's going to miss it.
That is trouble.
She's going to miss it. That is the third missed makeable there, and all of a sudden, 172. She needs a double and 5 now, and she's going to walk away with this match.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Jill's hit the pocket twice. I think she's got to do something a little different. She's got to make sure that she gets her hand underneath it and lets it read the lane and shape a little bit. Can't jam it in. It's just not. There's no hold there. Aggressive shot. Wow, ring 10. Great shot.
Goodness gracious. Look at this shot. It is absolutely beautiful. And she's going to, unfortunately, look at this shot in the pocket.
Great shot.
And she covers the spare, of course, but it's not going to be enough. And, man, that's got to be frustrating. She throws the best shot of the match for herself.
Kathy Ledford moving on to take on Rena Sabo in the next match.
Now, you know what's a fortunate thing for Rena? They've already transitioned the lanes for her.
Correct. That was what we were going to talk about. I talked to her about that. So this next match, as she's practicing, Rena was really happy to win the first match because she struggled a little bit on the fresh. And as the transition happened, she had really, really good ball reaction as it went on. So she's going to have this transition, and she had 230 look that second game every single time.
That absolutely is devastating. But let's go ahead. And I think we're going to give away a bowling jersey here in just a few moments. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I know you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Jody Shearer getting a few practice shots. She's the number 2 seed.
Don't forget, while we're talking about it, don't forget about the Sport of Bowling Show. The Sport of Bowling Show is back. Watch the all-new Sport of Bowling Show hosted by Jason Thomas. It's every month on YouTube. Episode 3 was just released, so you can go over there and check it out. Don't miss the Sport of Bowling. It's a great show. It's a fun time.
P.B. Atkinson's the cartoon.
P.B. Atkinson.
I was thinking about that for 2 days. We were talking about it the other day. Great character that he has created. Go out and watch that. That's a great show.
And when everybody tells me who their pick to win today is, we'll go ahead and give away a I Am Bowling jersey.
Getting our first peek at Liz Johnson as well, getting a few practice shots in. And then Rena will step up and take her shots.
Don't forget, you're going to see this giveaway pop up on your screen. Go ahead and make sure you get out of full screen or get on the app, and you'll be able to enter to win. And click in the enter. We've got a giveaway. Will start soon, folks. It's going to start soon. We're going to give away a jersey. Got a lot of Liz Johnsons. Lots of Liz predictions to win here.
I got to tell you, though, we got number 1 and number 2 seed at the top. Don't count out Jody Shear here.
No, we got some Jodys.
Yeah, good.
We got some Jodys, and then we've got the defending champion, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Kathy Ledford. And Rena has shown she can absolutely put scores on the board when she needs to.
Right now, I would think. I haven't seen her throw a shot in practice yet because Jody and Liz are finishing up their couple shots they get.
Giveaway's about to start, folks. Don't miss your chance to enter and win. It should be starting right about now.
I have a strong feeling that Kathy is going to bowl a much better game this game. She'll bowl, she'll get lined up a little bit better. I don't think her ball reaction's terrible. Just got to clean up those errors.
Just calm herself down a little bit. It snowballs when you start, missing them. It can kind of just get on top of you there. Submit your entries now. Don't miss it. We will be giving away that I Am Bowling jersey.
I think Liz has one more left, and Rena's going to take her practice shots. That's a key right there. If that hooks, they're in trouble. We could see. Well, Jody's looked good as well.
I tell you, though, somebody who, the ball reaction Liz has on this lane it looks really good.
Should have had 300 last night. She had a solid 8 and a 9.
Melly Q. Congratulations to Melly Q.
Nice.
Melly, somebody will be from our communications department will be in communication with you via email, and they will coordinate getting you that I Am Bowling jersey. Congratulations on that win. I hope everybody else is doing good out there. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and staying tuned with us. I know we had a couple of little glitches early here with the audio. That has been the audio board has been fixed, so
nice.
We should be good. We should be good from here on out. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We are greatly appreciative, and they're getting pretty close here to start between Rena Sabo and Kathy Ledford. You're not going to want to miss this one. Can Kathy get things cleaned up, and is Rena going to take advantage? And that ball reaction looks really nice.
It looks very similar to what we saw before. She went high last time.
She can give it away a little bit more than most of the other players, but she can give it away with speed.
And a little higher rev rate.
Yeah.
Correct. She's had the best look on the transition. From day one, she's the only player I've seen that can actually give it away on a consistent basis and still throw strikes.
Well, I also had a Chad Murphy sighting here in the building.
Yeah, he was standing behind us a second ago.
Yeah, he was. I look back, and all of a sudden you see the boss standing behind you. Thank goodness, focused, tuned in.
Rena's got, I don't know how many she has left. I think she's got a couple more.
Rena is a fighter. We've seen that the entire event, that when you think that she's on the rope, she comes back swinging. And she absolutely can put up some numbers when she needs to. And I'm excited.
Finished 13th last year, so she's already improved off last year's finish. And then she still has a chance to win the tiara. Or tiara.
Tiara. That coveted tiara.
Correct. I think Rena's going to bowl a good game here.
I do too. I think that she is absolutely capable of putting together a number. I think it's going to take.
See how that one came off of there?
I think it's going to take 230 to beat her.
That's a big number, yeah. I can
To
see
beat-
that,
to
though. Yeah.
beat her.
Yeah, I can see that's a big number. But I agree with you.
I mean,
Kathy has to clean it up. If she misses
Yeah.
spares, she's not going to win,
No,
period.
not
period.
Not
from
this match. Yeah.
And this juncture forward, I don't see her winning any matches, missing 3 mismakeables.
Good morning. Ledford versus Sabo. Who advances to our semifinal match here at the 2025 USBC Senior?
Looks like Kathy's going to start the match.
Kathy's going to start there on that left lane. I wouldn't want to. Well, actually, I think Rena likes that left lane.
She likes it when they hook a little bit more. That way she
Yeah.
can give it away and it'll come off it. Kathy's got to get out quick here. She's in a little left
That's got
of
to
Rena.
push.
Yeah.
That's got to push. She came in high there, left the 3. And her spare game is going to be tested immediately with this 3-6-10.
She doesn't look comfortable. You know, she's
no.
jiggling. You know, she's wiggling her shoulders.
Yeah,
and
kind of like rolling them back a
yeah,
little bit.
trying to get it where she can get comfortable because she can do exactly what Rena does. I mean,
Yeah.
she went with the straight ahead of it.
She's got it. She's
Look at
got it. Oh, the relief.
The heart can
The-
start beating again.
The relief on her face right there.
This is pretty close. You'll get to see Rena. This is how she played him after the transition occurred. And she's had great ball reaction. Looked like she has a good look. But I will say this. I've been on many shows where I thought people were going to bowl 230 and they bowled 160 or vice versa. So I think there is definitely not a clear-cut favorite here. I think with the defending champion going against Rena, we'll see what happens. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Depends how comfortable Rena gets. That one, see that?
Oh, and she crumbles. She crumbles it.
You know what those hits do?
They build confidence.
They loosen up your swing, my man. You know, they build that confidence. She can loosen it up. The next one, you'll make sure she commits a little bit to the right.
Look at that. Crumbles it.
Trips to 410. Probably going to cheat. This lane hooks a little bit more, so she's going to cheat over a little bit. And she can separate a little bit more on this one and get it to shape a little bit. Little farther in, little firmer. 10 back. This is exactly what we've seen the whole week,
Now
where
that
her
was,
ball reaction has been just like this.
that was a much better shot there.
Probably 1 or 2 left off of the right lane. A little firmer, more aggressive. I like the aggressiveness that she had. She was firm right around 11 to about 8 or so. Really firm. 10 back.
Nice shot.
Kathy's got to get a little confidence here, make a couple good shots. She can do exactly what Rena's doing.
And this a big double to start off for Rena. Comes in high. Can she trip the 4?
Oh.
Oh,
No.
That was a slow-moving messenger.
Yeah.
But just a little short. Just a little short there.
She does not look comfortable at all. You had the side view that you just showed a second ago, and she's just trying to get her hips open and
Yeah.
adjust. She just can't. She can't see that target line. Remember one thing that's very important: swing line has to match your target
Yeah.
line. If that doesn't match, and Kathy's having a hard time doing that right now, and if that doesn't happen, it's hard to read your ball, my friend.
Especially if you can't get your hips open, if you can't get your ball angled out, because she likes to have more of an open, and she's going to miss that. It's,
Come on, let it go here.
you know, it's heartbreaking to watch.
You are right.
It's heartbreaking to watch because you know you can only imagine what she's experiencing inside. The turmoil.
She needs to make a couple good shots, and that'll slowly go away. The match isn't over. Rena started with, a trip 410 and then a great shot on the left lane, but Kathy's still in the match. A long way to go.
Lots of frames left here.
Little farther left, Rena.
There
Shaker.
it is.
About 2 or 3 farther left than Rena is. She was about 13 to about 8 that time.
There we go.
About 13 to 8-ish. And the 4, 5, 7 falls late and
shaky.
Rena can take control early in the match with a good shot here. Aggressive.
There it is.
There's the look we talked about.
Big shot there, front 3 for Rena Sabo. And I'm telling you, I think maybe my prediction is a little low, eh?
Yeah, it could be.
I absolutely adored this off of her hand. Like you said, it's really aggressive. Look at that.
It's an attention star that she's throwing.
And then just absolutely shreds it.
Yeah. She was really happy on the practice pair that she won that match last night to get that match in front of her so she could see this shape. Little left.
And she came back. She came back from behind.
Yeah.
Front 4 for Rena Sabo.
Yeah.
She came from behind. She was not the odds-on favorite.
She was almost 50 down going into the last game.
And guess what she did very well? Picked up spares.
Filled the frames.
Filled the frames.
She looks very comfortable.
Sometimes you don't have to beat your opponent. You just don't beat yourself.
Preach to him, Curtis.
Hey. I'm getting ready for junior gold.
I know. I'll be there myself. Kathy needs to get started here. Big double.
She absolutely needs to get started
here.
See how
she's still twitching a little bit, trying to get
Kinda
that
shaking.
right angle.
Kind of shaking in her stance a little bit. That's a better shot.
Oh.
But it comes in light. 2-8 there.
The angle's okay. She's just not being aggressive at the bottom. She's leading with her palm, which takes all the down lane reaction away. She doesn't need a lot. She just needs her ball to tip. If you watch as she leads with her, kind of got her hand around that one a little bit. Yeah, that one wasn't.
It wasn't her best shot there, and then it just comes in. It spins through the front lane and then doesn't read the spot. All right, we'll get this.
Elbows outside, has no chance to read the pattern. Got a hook.
Oh, everything's a cardiac event when she's shooting her spares right now. And she's a good spare shooter.
You don't win the senior queens if you're a bad spare shooter.
Not even a little bit.
Come on.
It's kind of one of the. Is the getting the yips a thing in bowling?
Oh yeah, Liz has had the yips before.
Really?
Robin Romeo's had the yips before.
Whew. They're hard to shake when you get them.
Yeah. Couple girls right now. Diana Zavjalova's struggling with it a little bit.
That's
true.
true.
Shannon had some issues with anxiety.
Yeah, she did.
You know what? Their stars are going to come back.
But guess what? Guess who's coming back out on tour?
Who's that?
Shannon O'Keefe.
She's going to be at my house when I get home today.
That's a nice present. That's a pleasant surprise. Got to get it. She needs it.
Flat 10.
Oh, look at that flat 10.
They finished second in the NCAA last evening, her Jack State team.
Congratulations to Youngstown.
Oh, yeah.
What
Fun to watch.
They've got an anchor bowler on that team.
Chad Cote.
She is the real deal.
Yeah, they got 2 or 3.
She's my pick this year for Rookie of the Year for the PWBA.
She's going to bowl a few, she said last night.
She said she's going to – I think she'll bowl more than a few.
Yeah. But, yeah, they're going to try to win the ITC, which goes on at South Point this week.
Yes, it does. Emil Williams Jr.
Yeah, and Jim Callahan.
I'll
be in on the team event, not the singles event.
But I worked the regional that Youngstown won against North Carolina, and
Kim's team. Yep, Kim Terrell's team.
Kim, they got a strong team too.
Yeah,
they got a real good. Not just a good team physically, a good group of girls.
Oh, they're good kids. I like Maya and Victoria White. And they got
Tori's. I tell you, Tori's the real deal right there, and she's only a freshman. That's what's scary.
Danielle Henderson looked very good last night, too. That's two-handers to look at in the future.
Oh, yeah, Danielle.
Let's see what Rena can do here. Front 4.
Push.
Oh, front 5. Got up on her toes a little bit there on that one. 10 back.
Look at this. Just absolute confidence here. This is what bowling with confidence looks like. Look at that bottom of the swing.
Yeah, she got a little forward there, and it still held.
Boom.
10 back.
10 back. Nothing but net.
I got to tell you, the show's playing out like we thought it would with the spare shooting, with her
my
ball
230,
reaction.
my 230 is going to be wrong.
Yeah.
My 230 is going to be wrong. I don't mind being
Little
wrong.
left.
That's
She's
going to
got
hold.
that little in the out.
She got some
shim
shim
thing.
Yeah, she's got some shim.
That
Good
little
run there.
in the out shim.
That kind of flattened out there and kind of went forward instead of driving. So flat 10 is kind of what you can expect. But it's nice that your misses or your bad shots are 9, right?
She's got a big lead early, 52 pins against Kathy Ledford after 4.
Kathy's needs a double here to have any hope of clawing her way back into this match and defending her title at the Senior Queens. And you know what? Rena's not going to give away.
Nope.
She's not going to give away any pins there.
Nope. It's go time for Kathy. She needs to make 2 good shots here, see what happens, and you're not wishing a mistake on Rena, but she has.
You can't.
She needs a mistake.
And you can't be thinking, I need 2 strikes.
No.
You've got to be thinking, I need to make 2 good passes. 2 good passes. That's what I want. That's all I need right now.
Need to stick to the process, make that swing line match the target line, follow through, let the ball do the work. Don't try to help it. She's not as fidgety that time, so a little bit.
Yeah. Kathy Ledford steps up, delivers. She's looking for a strike here.
Got a tip.
She's got to tip it, and a spinner on the deck. The 10-pin says, no, thank you. I'll stay here. And
I will say
Kathy Ledford might be saying, check, please, at this time.
I will say the one thing that's interesting, why Kathy's ball may not be changing direction down lane. She's using an IQ Tour, which has a little bit less differential. Differential equates hook. So she's not getting any help down lane to help her ball change direction.
It's got to be
down
her
lane.
hand.
She has to make it do it.
Yeah.
Where Rena's using an attention star, which has more diff, which will shape off of that spot.
But Rena has more speed, so she can get it through the front part of the lane
Right.
better. So do you think that maybe Kathy's thinking, if I do go with a higher diff ball, I'm going to have problems getting it through the front?
She's usually, she gives it away. Her natural swing tendency is to give it away a little bit. I don't think she'll have a problem. She hasn't been high very many shots.
No.
I mean, she's been a couple flat 10s, but I think definitely she could use a ball that has a little bit more flair that makes it come off of that spot. The one thing you got to understand, flair equates to hook.
Yeah.
So, and that's Rena's using a ball with more flair, a cover that gets through the front a little bit more. She's matched up a little bit better. I think Kathy could maybe make an adjustment here.
But Kathy's not throwing good enough shots in her mind to make those adjustments. Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak for her, but
Oh, absolutely. We're
speculating.
Yeah, we're just observing. That's what we're trying to give the most information.
It's what we're.
It's over the target. Has a chance. Oh,
Come.
Man,
And
her
just
speed is-
just as you said, she hasn't gone on high very
High,
much.
yeah.
And she comes in high, and
Rena's speed and rev rate are definitely helping her right now. It's just every shot her hand's outside of it, and it's just not clean off her hand. This isn't Kathy Ledford type bowling. Can't be. I mean, she might be a little nervous, but she's also
she's a major
She's a
champion.
champion.
She can't let the moment's not too big for. Oh.
It's almost comical now for her. She's laughing about it, and it's tough. This match is getting away very quickly here.
Yeah, here's the miss.
She threw her strike ball.
And she just
Look at the look on her face.
able.
It's almost humorous.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Her max score is 204, and that's not going to be enough.
No, and that's if she strikes out and she can't.
Correct. Look at that. Bang. That's exactly what she's had. 3 or 4 bagger, flat 10. She's doing the key thing to win matches, controlling the pocket.
Yeah.
You got to get 9 every frame. It's hard to make 7s and 8s.
Yeah.
You know, look at her game. 5 bagger, 10 pin, 10 pin. Boom, 230, just like you said.
Yeah, and she'll probably find another double here somewhere and move on. But it was going to take, like I said, it was going to take about a 230 to beat her.
You're right on it so far.
And
Good
you know
spare.
what? Great, solid spare shooting. Those are the keys to success, right?
She's very under control.
Yes.
She's not looking for more. She's taking what the lane's giving her.
I think that's
and
a great way.
And that's a key right there.
I think that's a great way to put it. She's under control.
Yeah. I think it's when you try to take more than what the lane wants to give you, it never works out. She's just making good shots, good, like you say, good pass off her hand, you know, letting the ball do the work. She's not fighting the lane, and you can see she has great ball reaction.
Great ball reaction. And her arm swing as loose. And just the proof is in the pudding right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just
this is like it's like a photocopy of what we watched for the last 3 days. You know that?
Yep.
It's amazing. Her reaction after you get that one game over is so good. Finish strong here, Kath. I got a little tidbit for you, too, that Kathy told me. Her and Jody Ellis won the 2002 USBC Women's Doubles Open Championships together. 2002.
Really?
Yes.
And that's just
not seeing the lane she wants to see it. And you know what? Just not repeating the way that she wants. A little bit uncomfortable.
But a great performance nonetheless from Kathy Ledford. She absolutely, you know, I think of it this way. When you can finish third or when you can finish fourth at the Queens and not bowl your best, you know, you're pretty good.
I gotta do one more because this is one of my favorite guys. Kathy asked if we could shout out to Milwaukee Bowl, owned by one of the greatest PBA bowlers of all time, Dave Husted.
Oh,
how nice!
Talk about a champion, a majors champion, right
U.S.
there.
Open king.
Absolutely.
Dave Husted, one of the best guys ever.
Him and.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Corey's his son, yeah.
Corey's
a good kid.
Corey's a good kid, yeah.
I always know when Dave's around, he goes, "Yo, Callie." He always says it exactly the same. I can tell. I know exactly what it is when I see him. I miss him. He does a lot of Mark Baker's clinics, and he's in town 2 or 3 times a year, and I get to see Dave. Him
and Bakes are best friends.
He's one of my favorite people.
Talk about a game.
Oh.
Watching him in the 90s was just poetry.
He played 25 better than anybody in history. Before there was the guys moving left, he would get over there around 25 and just shim it right back in there. When he won the U.S. Open in Indianapolis against Paul Kaler.
Paul
Kaler had about 530 for the first 2.
Mr. Kaler.
In the arena, yeah. Dave Husted's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
Let's get back to arena and let her finish this game. I got to say, that's a great performance by Kathy Ledford to get to the show. I know she's not happy with what happened today, but you know what? Gets a nice check. Back to Boise, Idaho.
Rena's gonna finish this out. And
left.
Breaks up the split there. 4-pin.
Start calling you Notre Dame with 238 she's gonna have here. Paul Kaler, senior tour player now, by the way.
Hey, I love Paul Kaler.
Made the show. Paul Kaler's a good guy.
Had a good head of hair, that guy did.
Yeah.
And nice, good, heck of a pinball player.
Really?
Really good pinball player. He liked Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yeah, that was I think one of his favorite ones.
Good shot by Rena.
Best pinball player I've ever seen, Andy Nyer.
Really?
Yeah. I saw him play for an hour and a half on an Adams Family machine.
Yeah. Kyle broke. He had the high score in Coconut Bowl when we were there.
Oh, really?
They had pinballs at huge plays. Coconut Bowl, crazy. Kyle was a high score on. I can't remember which game it was, but yeah, he was the high score. They took a picture of it. And
nice.
Big deal. Let's see if Rena finishes strong here. We're going off on cool things.
You know, I mean,
it's fun.
The match is in hand. The match is well in hand, and you know, the stories are fun. I enjoy them. I have more of them than
Too many.
I care to admit.
10 back.
Yep. And it's going to be about a 230 was going to be about what's going to take, you know, if she gets a 9 spare here or a spare, then my prognostication will be pretty spot on. But
so looking ahead, we have Jody Shearer coming over, then Liz Johnson. I got to tell you, Jody's going to be pretty close to where Rena is, but Liz is going to be a little bit to the right of that, a little firmer. So we got a little contrast coming up here. It's going to be a slugfest, her against Jody. You were short, my man.
I was short.
We knew it was going to be a big game.
I knew she was going to shoot a heater. I mean, just the way that things had lined up so many times. You always got lulled. Her competitors got lulled into this sense of comfort when she shoots that $190 or $180 that first game, and then she would always come back and fire that 230, 240.
Look back to the archives of this.
Yeah.
How many times did we have this same conversation?
I mean, every
about
time.
Her? Every single time it's been where she has great ball reaction. It lasts for a while too. We'll see see if she can sustain it. That's a great game.
What
right there.
a great game by Rena. That is absolutely a pro game. And we're going to take a quick break here. They're going to get ready. And you can see the emotion there by those two players. All these players love each other. I mean, it's just such a tight-knit group.
Camaraderie is fantastic this week.
It's made it fun for us.
Yeah, I had a great time.
It's made it fun for us. And guess what? There's a bunch of the ladies that are not in this event, that bowled this event.
You said this is the
watching.
Jim Callahan Love Society.
It is the Jim Callahan Love Society.
All kind of hugs this week.
You've had hugs for days.
Yeah, it's fun.
I need to get where you're at.
I've known these people a long time.
Very long
friends.
time. Yeah. PBA 52er. That's you know, all those guys are like my uncles and cousins.
I agree.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here as Kathy finishes up, and we'll be back with the semifinal match. Rena Sabo is going to take on Jody Shearer, and it's going to be a good one, folks. And then after that match, guess what we're going to give away?
Bowling ball.
We're going to give away a bowling ball. You're not going to want to go anywhere. Thank you, folks. All right, folks, we've got one more shot here, and then they're going to be ready to go. Ready and waiting. Excited for this match. Jody Shearer and Rena Sabo.
Slugfest we're going to have
this
here,
is going to be a good one. Don't let Jody get you behind. You've got to jump on out quick against Jody.
It's funny talking to her husband Timmy before they start the match. It's Tim. I've known him for a long time, but Timmy when I know. But she's trying to help him, so this is going to be a great match.
All right, folks, and don't forget after this match,
bowling ball.
We're going to give away a bowling ball. I'm not above bribery.
No,
at all.
Rena's going to start the match for us here. And remember, this lane hooks a little bit more, so pay attention to that as the match goes forward as well.
Yeah, and congratulations to Ethan Fiore. Just won. Hopefully I'm not spoilering
little left off her hand. Oh, that wasn't as clean as the others.
No.
Little break in there.
You know what?
Tough to get it off your hand.
That first shot she threw in the last game, she came up high and she carried it. Right? She broke up the big four in the first shot on the right lane in the previous game. So, We'll get those scores fixed up in a second. We're going to wait till Jody throws her first shot, and then we'll get them fixed.
What's a 20-year-old kid going to do with $100,000?
If he's smart, he's going to invest it. Take what you need, pay off your bills, still live with your parents.
Rena covering it up.
Yeah, no problem.
Good spare.
Nice,
she
clean
has
spare.
bowled professionally all the way through.
And when you have a situation where you're taking what the lane gives you and not giving any away, it's what a young lady by the name of Liz Johnson does as good as anybody I've ever seen.
I will say I've known Jody a long time, and she can be a little nervous in these show situations. So let's see how she is with that first shot out of the blocks. A little bit to the right of where
that hooked early, and you said it. And kicks the 10 out of the Greek church, 4-6-7-9 for Jody Scherer out the gate. And hey, what do they say? If you're going to leave one like that, do it in the first frame.
Again, no pressure on Rena. She can let it go now. She can just keep bowling.
And she's like, oh, okay, well, come on, get to it. Get to it. Oh, good run there.
See, it's hard because she's a little bit to the right of where Rena's at. So if she misses in, it's going to hook because Rena's going to change the lanes a little bit. I think Jody's going to – this lane obviously hooks, so she's going to cheat a little bit to the left here, and I see Jody making a much better shot here. PWBA Rookie of the Year, 1997. This girl can bowl. Woman, not girl. Cheated a little bit left on that lane. 10 back. I think she has to at least be that far in on the right lane. Much better pass off her hand. 10 back. Jody is not afraid to strike. Let's see if Rena can get back in that same groove. She had a little break while Jody took her practice shots. First one was high. Let's see if she can get back into that same kind of groove when she bowled the 248 last game. 247, my fault.
Yeah, a big game from Rena. Let's see how she recovers from a high hit on the left lane, which hooks more. I think she'll throw a better shot. Oh, no, it's going to come in high. And she splits. 4-7-10. What happened there?
Just missed left. Remember we talked about her pulling it down from the top sometimes instead of just letting it fall like previously. She gets to the top, pulls down a little bit, and that's when she's going to miss left. You have to let that swing, that pendulum just come and play. The great ones, you never see any muscle in her swing. When you see Liz come over, you're going to see no muscle in her swing at all. Jody's is very loose as well. Hers is most time. Rena's is most time as well.
All right, she's going to get count.
I got to tell you, think about this. Now she knows, is she thinking about, hey, I'm in the top three in the Queens now. You know, I got a chance to win. I just bowled 240. She has to stick to that process we talked about.
Yeah.
You can't get into that being results-oriented. You
Not
can't
time
get
to change right now.
No, you can't get ahead of yourself. You have to really concentrate on sticking to that process.
Not the time to change anything.
Swung at the back of the approach, practiced her swing a little bit. Great setup. Took no extra time. Little left.
There
got
it
that
is.
Little shim.
High flush.
She's had it both times. That little shim there.
Big shot there, Jimmy. And that's a one to calm you down. You've gone high. You know you needed to put one there, but impressive shot there by Rena Sabo. Jody Scherer throws it out. Oh, high flush. What did she do there?
Looked like she cheated a little bit, left off it, trusted it. She committed to it, giving it to the right where Kathy had the issue. She didn't think she could get it to the right. Jody knows she can get it back because she has a little bit lower ball speed. 10 back. We got a new ball game.
I love the look at this shot right here. I love her form. It just how straight through she gets it.
She knew it was good.
Great shot there. That's got a push.
Oh,
4-pin?
4-pin.
Yep.
Cheated a little bit up.
Sounded
on
like a 4-pin.
Yeah, cheated up on it a little bit. Didn't quite commit to it, and with that lane hook in, you know, she just shut down on a little bit. Still controlled the pocket.
Take a look at
10-pin leader.
Take a look at this hit real quick. Oh, and then we'll go.
Little left off her hand, that lane hook, so she knew it. You know, she was trying to get through it. Got to cover to spare.
Covered. little heart palpitation there, a little heart palpitation.
It's hard to watch. I mean, it's you can't judge.
Yeah, it's you know.
And on the strike shot, she's in front of us, so you really can't see.
See, and she's tall, so you can't see the pins.
All I'm going is on the swing, you know, whether it's going to be in line.
Yeah.
So.
Winner of this match is going to take on Liz Johnson in her first ever Senior Queens.
First time that Arena's had any heat on her at all. Yeah. Let's see how she steps up here.
Well, she stepped up in that 4-for-3 match and put things on when she needed, so I have no doubt that she's going to throw a clean shot here.
Committed to it.
Yep. Good shot. Good clean shot.
Wow. That was a good one.
Did it burn
Funny
up?
pin carry. Did you see that?
Yeah. Did it burn up a little bit there?
No, I just think just some funny pin carry. Watch. Her and Jody right on top of each other. Watch how the pins, they just don't. She had her like laying funny there, and it just
almost
didn't
like
go through it.
Almost like a squasher, if you will. Kind of like the way that they split instead of drove back.
It was weird looking.
It was strange.
Let's see.
But it's a makeable spare that she should cover with ease. Nice cover there. Up and down.
It's a chess match. I like watching. The interesting thing, these are, you know, in the job that I had previously, the step ladders are brutal because you think you're in control, and then all of a sudden something happens and it goes back the other way. I don't know how many times I thought we were a winner, and then all of a sudden something happens in the ninth, you know, where you don't have it. So pay attention. We're not done here yet.
Oh, by no means.
But yeah, it's I'm having flashbacks of when I was on TV shows.
It's got a push. Oh, wow. She likes that lane right there.
Got that little shim right in front of the head pin.
That was absolutely, I love the way she threw this. Check this out. Just straight through, checks, rolls, crunch.
She's about 2 deeper on that lane like we talked about, but the key, she threw it firm.
Yeah.
Kept it on line where she's creating that. That shim isn't there. She's creating that by her ball speed.
Oh, that's trouble. Oh, wash out. 1, 3, 4. Or excuse me, 1, 2, 4, 10. And what happened there?
Sometimes Jody decelerates on the way down and misses it at the bottom where it doesn't quite see the middle part of the lane, and that's what happened that time. She just missed it.
See the intensity on her face. Oh.
Got 2 in the washout. Give her 81 in the 5th.
And she gives it back to Rena.
Like I just said, sitting on the bench. Goes back and forth, back and forth.
Just
no wonder my hair is gray. You don't have any gray yet. You're still young.
Oh, no, I got plenty of gray.
You're still young.
That just for men is just for me.
I'm going to tell you, Jody's going to come back with a good one here. She's going to be a little left of the right lane, and she's going to be aggressive, and it's going to be 10 back.
That was a little more aggressive. 10 back.
There you go. That's what great bowlers do. It's funny, they both like the lane that hooks. you know, where you're not sure if your ball's going to come back if you miss right on the right lane. That's the one they're both not sure of.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this one right here. Definitely more aggressive at it. Comes back, checks.
Shredded them. She's using the Hammerhead, one of the new releases from Hammer. You can hear a pin drop in here.
Absolutely. Rena looking to build something here. That's left. That's right. I mean, excuse me.
Right.
She got that one just moving right fast, and just a little bit of trouble there.
I think that was a little bit of, hey, let me get this one so I can take control. Got a little quick, missed it at the bottom, got it right. That's a lot of 8 right there. To knock that 5 over,
huge.
Instead of shooting a 2-4 and shooting a 2-4-5, there's a lot of difference in that. You can
Absolutely.
chop the 2-4-5 way easier.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of ways to pick up this particular pin combination as opposed to the 2-4-5. It limits you. And she's going to cover it.
Perfect. Tight match.
It's a very, very tight match. Nobody's wanting to take control right now. Well, I think they want to take control. Nobody's been able to.
What do we got here? 5-pin match?
5-pin match. Yeah. Jody with the opportunity, however, she's working on a strike as opposed to Rena Sabo, who's working on a spare, so she can take a 10-pin lead. Of course, it all depends on what happens.
Who's going to finish the strongest here? That's what it comes down right now. We're into those key frames.
It's going to come down to, I think it's going to come down to a key spare conversion.
That's a good shot.
Yep. Yes.
I'll tell you this, that was fantastic. The one thing that I noticed over the years, the great ones get lined up the first 4 or 5 frames, and what do they do at the end? They throw 4 or 5 bagger at the end.
Look at this.
That's perfect. She likes that lane.
Yeah, she does.
You can be aggressive when you know your ball's going to hook, Curtis. If you're not sure it's going to hook, you sometimes, try to fit it. And I think that's the right lane. What Jody has when she missed right last time. See, that was left. And it laid right there.
And it laid right there. And a huge double there for Jody Scher. Looking to build something here. She can take a 15-pin lead now.
Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth. Rena's got to figure out that right lane. She doesn't have a strike on the right lane yet, buddy.
She does not.
Needs to find a double. Let's see if Jody can put the heat on her.
Lane. Oh, and she takes the heat off a little bit, comes in high. She's still going to take a lead in the match, but now Rena has the opportunity to take the lead back.
A little soft and left, she got around it a little bit. Just wasn't as clean as the one before where she struck. Not a bad shot, just not as good as the one before.
4-pin lead right now.
Like you said, it's easy to make 9, brother. Them 7s and 8s, they're not my friends. I don't like those. Players don't like those either.
Nope. You want to make it easy on yourself. Like I said, right, it's the combination of how can you pick this up. And the more pins you add, the smaller or the fewer number of combinations of a way you can attack it, right? I mean, I can pick up a 10-pin a lot of different ways. Yeah. I can only pick up a super washout a handful of ways.
Bowling is such a cool game because there's math that goes with it.
It's all the math.
There's angles and there's swing planes and there's directions and there's physics. And, here, Rena's, let's see what move she makes here because she's missed on this lane 3 times in a row, bud.
Yeah, she has not been able to get a clean one off on this lane. And this is a crucial shot right here.
I got to think she's probably going to move a little left and get away from it.
She gave it away a little bit more left, and then, but that's...
Tripped it 2 forward.
Here, let me show that one real quick. That one was...
She had given up on it. Did you see that? And came back. Watch.
Comes in here, crumbles him up, and then trips him forward. What a shot.
Ooh. Could be a match changer right there, my man.
Every once in a while, like I said, if you want to climb the ladder, you need some breaks to go your way.
Back and forth. Another lead change. This one to put the pressure back on Jody.
Comes in high. Oh, trips the 4-7. Those are a couple of huge breaks.
A little softer, that's all it was. Trip to 4.
Comes in.
Yeah.
Comes in a little high. Boom. Ooh, that 2-pin comes off the side wall and trips him out.
All the pressure's back on Jody now.
All
Has
the
to have
pressure.
a strike.
All the pressure. And she comes back, and it's just funny how things go, right? Rena gets a couple of good hits. Jody throws one nice in the pocket, and it just doesn't carry. She doesn't get the hit when she needs it.
Great shot, though.
Let's see, what's the down and distance? She can bowl 199, and Rena can bowl 226.
Rena's going to need a spare in the 10th if she strikes out.
But
got to cover the spare.
Jody needs to strike out to have any pop.
Any chance.
Any chance.
Correct.
And even if she does strike out, it's a thin margin of error or thin margin of victory. Oh,
Man, she threw 2 really good shots
really,
there.
really good shots. This one is,
Slipping away.
this one's slipping away, and it looks like Rena Sabo will move on to face, and we'll take a look at this shot here real quick, and it's a nice clean shot.
Can't do anything better than that. 6 wrapped around the 10. 2 great shots. Shaker 7, ring 10. You know all that was? Rena caught 2 breaks. Jody did.
Yeah, 2 breaks are the difference in the game.
That's all it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Jody
So
settled down really good in that match, though.
she threw she threw him in the pocket.
Yep.
She could very easily be on a 4 or a 5 bagger there. So it's no fault of her own.
That was aggressive, too.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's the shot right there.
Just didn't catch a break.
No, she couldn't
That's
catch
all
a
it
break.
was. Bowled a great, very solid game.
And
She'll be back.
Rena Rena technically needs count. She doesn't. She has 56, 66.
Couple pins.
So she needs a couple of pins. She needs 5 pins. And there's victory right there. Congratulations, Rena Sabo. She will be moving on.
Liz has got her hands full here, buddy.
Well, these are the kind of numbers that you got to shoot in order to beat Liz, because you're going to have to shoot. 650. I think
She's
is
got
fair.
470 turning here.
I know. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to shoot 450, right? Maybe I would say probably.
Maybe.
At least.
Yeah.
And she's gonna finish out this match. And hey, guys, we are going to, and girls, we are going to give away a bowling ball here coming out soon. We'll let Rena finish up this match.
Liz is going to get 10 shots when she comes over too, sir.
10 shots from Liz. Gets to maybe set him up a little bit. Is Liz a I'm going to set the lanes up for myself kind of player? Or she's just, I'm going to figure
She got
them out?
mad at me once for doing that. We were in, she bowled Shannon Pluhowski in the World, when it was before they went back on tour in like 2008, they had an event in Rockford. And I said, let's just break them down a little bit to the right over here. Phew. She's got not mad at me too many times in life. She was mad at me that day. That's probably the only time I can ever tell you that Liz has been mad at me.
Well, I mean, you don't see Liz get mad.
Oh, no, she was
Period.
mad. She was mad.
Liz is not the she's the kind of player that, you know, even after a bad block, you can go up to her and talk to her, and she's going to be beyond congenial and wonderful to you.
Oh, she's not. Like you said, the relationship I've had with her over the years is that, you know, we can say anything to each other. You know what I mean? Just back and forth. It's brother and sister kind of thing almost. I mean, we've made a lot. We were talking about some trips we've made, you know, where we saw Aaron Judge before he was in. Big Yankee fan. Last night we were chatting about that with you and just.
So, yeah, but real quick, a reminder, Liz has to lose twice.
2 times.
She's got to lose twice. So, in my mind, you've got to shoot 450 at least to have a pot, to put yourself in the ballpark.
So, the most important thing, in my opinion, is the first 4 frames for Rena. Because if she doesn't get off to a start where she gets comfortable and she starts chasing against Liz, that's when she's going to start trying to make it strike instead of just doing what you said, just having that nice, easy swing, controlling the pocket. Starts out with a 4-bagger. Liz, you know, gets a couple spares in there. Then she can get comfortable, and then she's been good at finishing games. So it's definitely a deal where I believe those first 4 frames are very, very important. That's
And I just think Liz is just in a situation. Let's go ahead and give away a Storm bowling ball. Why don't you guys go ahead and tell me your favorite Storm bowling ball, and we will go ahead and get that giveaway started.
I'm going to say mine. Are you ready?
What's that?
My favorite Storm ball all time. X Factor. You know why?
Why is that?
Smelled like chocolate.
Oh, man.
That was my favorite.
I liked the Firestorm.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
That's way back. I was a Forest Firestorm guy myself.
That's fun. That's good. We got the Storm High Road, the Ion Max, the Ion Pro, the Phase 2, the Equinox. All right, we're going to get. It has started, folks. Remember to get out of full screen, refresh your browser or your app. You're going to see a little bit of an enter now, right? Make sure you go ahead and enter. Push the enter button and get yourself in the drawing for this new Storm bowling ball. Don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. I'd enter, but, they won't let me. So mine, I like the IQ.
We got a lot of good balls right now. As you know, I worked for that company for 20 years.
A few years.
Bill and Barb were, they're good people. They give a lot towards the industry. They sponsor this event, and they're gold member. They sponsor the Masters and a bunch of events. They give back all the time. So if you can, go out and, buy a Storm ball.
Hey, go ahead. It should be starting now. Push the Enter Now button at the lower left-hand part of your screen. Get out of full screen. If you are in full screen, go ahead and get it. And we will watch Rena Sabo and Liz Johnson go head-to-head for the finals here in a little bit.
You know what Liz told me over on the practice pad last night when she bowled 279? She used 2 different balls. I didn't even realize because the colors looked the same.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, she used a rock star she used an attention star.
She'll probably use 2 different balls on the left and right lane here again.
You would think. She wanted that 300, she said.
She did. It was an absolute gem of a game.
I would say that Liz is probably going to let Rena start the match here. She wants Rena to finish on that right lane where she doesn't quite have as much defined shape as she does on the left lane.
Congratulations, Maria. Congrats on winning the Storm Bowling Ball. We will be in contact with you via your email that you provided through this through Bowl TV. So be on the lookout for that from one of our people on our communications team, and they will get with you and talk to you about delivering that new Storm Bowling Ball. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I got to tell you, my observation and watching Liz practice here, her look doesn't look very good.
What are you seeing?
I think she's getting pushed more to the tracker ball. If she misses to the right, it won't come off it like that. Where before she had a little bit of right where it would suck up off it.
And you think that's pushed out, that's carried down from people going across the lane?
Correct. You have Rena who's going to be left of her, and you've had Kathy who's left of her. So what happens is they're going to push the oil down the lane. So where Liz's ball picked up before, it's going to push a little bit farther. So
well, Kathy, Rena, and Jody have all been to the left. I mean, almost everybody's been to the left of Liz.
Yeah. So
but
it's
here
going to
we
be
go.
interesting. Liz, when in doubt, she throws it harder, keep it on line.
All right, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. We will be crowning a champion in no more than 2 games.
Wow, I'm surprised that Liz is starting the match. She wants to finish on the tighter lane, which is interesting. I would have made Rena finish on that tighter lane.
The lane that Rena didn't like.
But she's letting her finish on the good lane now.
She must have. And the 5 and the 7 fall.
Correct. And it's funny that Liz gave me her list of balls. This is the last ball in the, the system, the Pearl Ultimate Idol.
Let's take a look at this hit real quick.
Optimum Idol.
She kind of pointed it there. I mean, that's a shot we've seen her play so much. And you're right, it just doesn't peel off that spot. But the 5 and the 7 crumble, and it's not a problem.
If you noticed last night, remember when she missed a little right on the left lane, it would kind of shape a little bit. It would see the friction.
Rena Sabo now stepping up. Can she put a little early heat on Liz Johnson?
Ball
that's
change.
Out.
That's a ball
out,
change.
And that's a 210 to start. Ball change.
That is a ball change to an, that looked like, it's not one of the ones that she has on her list. Let me see what that is.
Yeah, let's take a look.
That could be a phase AI. I can't tell.
That's all right.
That's not on her list.
We'll forgive you for that. And
yeah, that's not on her list.
Just comes in light, doesn't make the corner, and she will shoot this. Cross lane, she's going to take one, and she misses both.
There's those first 4 frames we're talking about. You can't let Liz get comfortable and throw a 4 or 5 bagger. Do I think what, bud?
Do you think it's a little bit of that, what we like to call the aura?
Oh, yeah.
You're bowling, somebody that, a lot of people consider, perhaps,
including me.
Including yourself, the greatest of all time. That's not a determination that I'm qualified to make. Maybe I am.
I'm not either, so.
It's a better shot. That's a better shot. Ooh, wrap 10.
You have to remember, when you get in matches like this, look at the variables that are in play. She's bowling for a senior queen's title. She's bowling, could be the greatest bowler of all time. Grip pressure changes a little bit. The ball hooks a little bit earlier where it went through him before. Now maybe she leaves a 10 pin. It just, the swing is not as loose as it was before. So these variables change how you perform in these situations. Got to keep making the spares, though.
Good cover there. Cross lane on the 10 pin.
Got to hope Liz doesn't get out here with a triple, because it could be
out
early
early.
Quick, just like you just said, sir.
Well, there's one person you don't want to have to race to the top of the hill. She's using 2 different balls on each lane. And lay down. Oh my goodness.
What have I called it all week? Hall of Fame carry.
And nothing is more terrifying than when you're bowling her and then she's getting those love taps.
So she's using
carry.
So she's using the Attention Star on the right lane and the Pearl Optimum Idol on the left lane.
So she is, and we've talked about it all week, how lane 17 hooks more than lane 18 does. So it's definitely not a big surprise. Oh, she comes in, and there's that hook we were talking about.
Like that
there.
one.
She didn't like that off their hand.
Stood up on it a little bit, and you see how she walked it out to the left a little bit. She just didn't stay down and threw it. When she doesn't use her legs, she either pops up or gets a little bit too forward and then misses it, where her body gets forward and then she loses leverage and sometimes it goes left.
And then it picks up early and, well.
Either early or left. One of the two things happen.
And no doubt on the spare, but an early double and an early open. Now this is Rena's opportunity now. Okay, she didn't throw a 4-bagger at me.
Rena going to another ball.
Oh, wow.
I just saw her grab out of the bag over there. She realized the urgency that she's got to get out quick against Liz Johnson.
She can't let it come to her.
No.
She's got to go to. It's one of those situations where sometimes we say to wait till take what the lane's giving you. Sometimes you got to take it yourself. But Rena knows what to do. She is absolutely been bowling so great this whole week. And look at that shot. Oh, my goodness. She absolutely dead aced it. What a beautiful shot.
Wow. That's all she can do. Continue to hit the pocket.
Just absolutely dead aced that shot.
She did exactly what she needed to do in that situation, make a good shot.
Yeah.
Didn't strike, but she's got confidence.
She knows she can get to the pocket, and that's the key. And, I mean, that shot's going to carry 9 times out of 10.
You are right.
And that's, again, we talked about it, being process-driven, not results-oriented. You can't let that, hey, I made a good shot. You can't let that get you down.
Her mind is fighting her on that right now.
Oh, I
She's
bet.
saying, I need strikes, but she goes, I have to do it here. So she's getting torn both ways. She has to lean towards being process-driven, and then the good things will happen and give herself an opportunity.
That's going to move.
That little
There it
shim.
is.
That little shim slapped a 10.
You can see here.
A little wider than she thought, and it just slapped that 10.
Just slapped it out. And 10 in the pit for Liz.
Wanted to give a little shout out to Liz, too, that this year she's getting inducted into the PWBA Hall of Fame on May 14th here in Vegas. Well-deserved. It's great. She's given me the opportunity to sit with her at her table, so I'm really excited about that. So congratulations, Liz.
Yeah, we talked. It's funny. We talked with her a little bit on air yesterday about it, and I could see that she was already getting a little emotional. A little. I saw the tears kind of welling up in her eyes a little bit.
Oh, she got it right.
Oh,
See how it sucks up off of that spot?
Man.
See how she just got a little right, and there's just enough friction there that it'll suck up and shake it. Now, the tennis shot has been hit. Back to Rena. What's she going to do? What do you think we got here, Curtis?
I think Rena, she made a great pass in that last one. Here's that other shot for Liz. I think she made a great pass. That last one, nice shaker, light hit. I think Rena's going to absolutely just dead ace this shot and put another one in the pocket like she has all week long. Shake it. Oh, that's a good break there for her. Light hit comes
Good shot.
in. Would have almost left the 7-10, but man, if you just all of a sudden you just look up at the scoreboard real fast.
I'm going to tell you one thing that happens on TV shows. As a first-time bowler, the frames fly by.
Yep.
I remember I had Kim Ballaby on the show one time. He thought it was the 7th frame and the game was over. It went so fast. I mean, it flies by.
It does, and that's one thing that when you talk to every Hall of Famer, every player, that they'll tell you it never changes.
No,
it never changes. It flies by.
Yeah.
It flies by, and you're always nervous. It doesn't matter how many times you've been on the show.
And as soon as you drop down a little bit and go, I got this, it punches you right in your face and something bad happens.
And you stone 8.
Something bad happens. Oh, that's not bring that up. It is the 30th anniversary of Randy Peterson's
I had to
solid
say
8.
something. I had to say something.
Rena needs this one. Left off her hand.
Oh, man. I was, you know this, though. I was there. And it is at the moment I'll never, ever forget that solid 8 pin. I would be amiss if I did not mention, in a little more somber news, is the passing of bowling legend Ray Bluth. Moment of silence for that gentleman who did so much for this game, and Bowling World is reeling on that one. All right, and a nice cover there by Sabo, but gosh.
She's running out of frames, Chief.
I mean, she's a double here by Liz, and it's...
The door's halfway shut.
Yeah, but it's never full. It's not fully shut.
Nope.
It's not fully shut whatsoever, so Liz Johnson's got to step up and make a couple of quality shots, and she can't give Rena any sort of daylight because Rena will take it.
No muscle in the swing.
I mean, that's pretty nice looking right there.
Liz gave us a cool tidbit, too, before the show. This is the 16-year anniversary of when she won her first regular Queen's title.
Look at that shot right there. And just comes in, splits it up.
She never gives the pocket away,
Yeah,
Curtis.
Ever.
That's a little left, actually.
But it's going to hold, and she gets that 4-pin trip.
What's that called?
Hall of Fame carry. That's that Hall of Fame carry right there.
Rena has to strike.
I mean, maybe here we'll take a look at this shot here. Are you gonna go? In super slow mo.
Look how easy that swing is.
And then comes in high, and then you see that come off the sidewall, trip the 4-pin out. Let's go.
You know what's funny? That's the hit that Rena got last game to propel her into this match.
She needs these. She has no more to give. What a shot. With everything on the line, Rena steps up and throws an absolutely beautiful shot. And again, I've been nothing but impressed with her performance throughout the entire week. She has just continued to make big shot after big shot. She needs this one. She puts it out there. I love the way she gets through the ball.
She's got that little
really
in to out swing, where it goes
really
a little left to right. And she had something unique, and that's why she's in this spot. She's had a look that not many people had.
You see that flat 10 there, just standing up. 6-pin lays down in the flat gutter, 10-pin goes down, and you got to imagine, Jimmy, that might be.
That's about it.
But so she can bowl 205. And
Liz needs a couple marks. That's it.
a couple of marks, and it's going to be game over. But on the other side, Liz Johnson is quickly approaching her first Senior Queens title, and just another chapter in the already storied resume of a Hall of Famer, Liz Johnson.
Listen to these credentials: 25 PWBA titles, 10 majors, 1 PBA regular men's tour title,
Which, in my opinion, might be one of the most impressive things she's done.
and now a Senior Queens title.
Oh, and she crumbles the Brooklyn. When it is your time, it's your time. And right now, it is Liz Johnson's time, and that will all but seal it right there. She gets the crumble.
How come when I had her on shows, it was down to the last ball every time?
Yeah,
and now
that's
she's
just
got
what you think. Look at
now
that.
she's got the. Oh,
it was.
yeah.
10, and she opens, but that's not going to matter. No. She's already, and she just needs a couple of pins. 202.
That's it.
She's already there.
She's a winner.
Yep, she is a winner. Congratulations to Liz Johnson, who will take home her first Senior Queens title, her first time entering. Oh, she almost picks it up for good measure. And she will emerge victorious. What a week, what a finish. And you knew that you were going to have to shoot a big game at her.
Dominant beginning to end.
Absolutely.
That's not this game, all week.
All week.
Dominant.
When we knew it was on 17 and 18 was the TV pair, she had something special on this pair that nobody else really could emulate.
Yep.
And Rena, although I will say, if there were a bowler that to beat her, it would have been Rena, but she kind of stumbled out of the gate with the ball change, maybe wasn't exactly the right thing, and then she could never really get started. She put some good shots in the pocket. She made some incredibly good shots, and then she got some bad breaks. The 8-pin was a brutal break.
Yeah.
She should have carried another 10-pin. She could have easily had a 3 or a 4-bagger, and then this is a very different game. But things happen.
She can be proud of this performance.
She should be proud of this performance. Nothing but proud. Good shot.
You hit it right on the head. If there was anybody that was going to beat Liz in this field twice, you're looking at it.
Yeah, because she was the only one who could shoot the number that it was going to take. I mean, Liz is going to shoot 230, 240 here. And you know she's going to shoot at least a 220 or 220 next game if she has to bowl it.
Another chapter in a storied career, my man.
That's like I said. Great finish here. And the debate will rage. Who is the greatest of all time? There's so many great names in that list. Lisa Wagner, Wendy McPherson, Liz Johnson, Kelly Kulick,
Leanne
Holsenberg,
Alita Sill.
But Liz is absolutely, what an absolutely wonderful finish there by Rena Sabo.
Liz gets a little victory lap here.
Little victory, and man, yeah. No, there wasn't another person in the field that could do exactly that. And I mean, if you give her that, it's really hard to beat her.
There usually isn't, to be very honest. The times that she has been able to do that, people try to emulate
She's throwing
it.
different balls in different lines, just in different ways.
People try to emulate that for years, and they can't because of a roll.
Well, we will watch the trophy presentation, and we will get our leader in the booth here in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Congratulations, Liz Johnson, your 2025 Senior Queens Champion.
You're going to interview her, right, Curtis? Perfect. I didn't mean it that way.
And there she is, the champion.
First time bowling the senior queen. Some ladies out here called you a rookie. But how does it feel to get this win today?
It's pretty awesome. You know, it's great to be back in the winner's circle no matter what level, what tournament it is. And I just like to thank Samstown for hosting the event, USBC, Storm Products, Turbo. You Can Bowl 2 Pro Shop, Donna, happy birthday today. Carol Norman, Mike Zangy for being here also, and H5G, you know, thanks for everyone coming out. High school kids, thanks for all your help this week. Ladies, really appreciate it.
What a champion.
And you are still continuing to make history. You are just one of 3 ladies to have both a USBC Queens title and now you have a senior Queens title. How does that feel? I didn't mean it like that. But, no, I always, you know, this was one of my dream tournaments growing up, and to have both of you be the senior queens is pretty awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion is Liz Johnson.
Congratulations to Liz Johnson. A great speech she gave. Again, we'll get her in the booth here. We'll get her in the booth. And congratulations to Rena Sabo, who absolutely bowled an incredible tournament as well.
I am bowling, go bowling, Storm, Lane Talk, Kendall, we appreciate you. It's been an amazing week. We hope to see you all next year and safe travels.
Congratulations, Liz Johnson. And an early front runner. She's going to, for all the accolades that come with it. It's already a big year for her. She's got the Hall of Fame celebration coming her way. We'll get her in the booth. We'll get her in the booth when we can. She's got to finish up, you know, all the pictures and all the accolades and everything that comes along with winning a title. Oh, we got some people. Got some additional pictures being taken. What a week. What was one of y'all's favorite moments of the week?
conversation for greatest of all time, don't forget to include Wendy McPherson.
Sorry, we were unable to get house sound there. The microphone system, we didn't have the ability to put it into our soundboard, unfortunately. So I know that we weren't able to hear her speech. I apologize for that. It breaks my heart. We're always looking for ways to make things better and do things better. So that's a crew right there, by the way. We'll take it to the wide. Donna Connors. Those three Hall of Famers right there, those three legends. Carol Norman, Donna Connors, and Liz Johnson. Shake that off. They're pretty good. They're going to be in charge of the upcoming Lucy. Always a special tournament for me. My mom, a survivor herself, but we're just waiting on Liz to come in and. They're coming. They're going to get her. If we don't ask her to come over here, she'll get eaten up with autographs for days. We're going to have Liz Johnson on here in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. She's got the tiara on. She is ready to go. Absolutely wonderful bowling. Miss Jill Freeze over here just came in and saying hi. She's making her way. The champ is making her way. She's got got the tiara. Keep it on. Oh, man. Got to put it on for your close-up. She is the queen. She's taking it, and you guys can see here. All right, as promised, Liz Johnson.
Always good to talk to you like this.
These are the times you want to talk to me, right?
I talk to you all the time.
Hey, well, it's especially nice when you get to talk to us after a victory.
Exactly.
Liz, congratulations. I know you're a player that doesn't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
So coming here for your first time here, put that up just a little bit.
Sure.
Perfect. There
Got it? Okay, good.
You weren't taking anything for granted coming here, and no victories ever guaranteed. How does it feel to come in here and perform?
It feels awesome. You know, I had a little bit of a skid over the last couple of years and been really working hard on the lanes and off the lanes, and I felt like it really showed in my performance this week, and I'm proud of that. And I made good moves. had the right equipment with me, and just everything fell into place.
I really felt like your speed control specifically was so impressive this week because you were able to, you never gave the pocket away the entire week. Tell me a little bit about that. It's got to be the part of that, the preparation.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, getting in the pocket is one thing, but also carrying out those 10 pins. If you can't get the ball going through the pins the right way, filling the frames was great. I'm now can say I missed that one spare in the 33 games I bowled, or 31 games.
Folks,
I think it's 31 games now. So.
Folks, what kills me about that is literally right before that, we're talking, and I asked Liz, I was like, hey, Liz, how many tournaments have you won by just, because you're really good at picking up spares? Yeah. And not a game later, you miss a single pin spare.
It was, I think, that first game.
It was that first game. Yeah. I put the whammy on.
Yeah, no, that was all on me, and I knew it after I threw the shot. But I pride myself on my spare game, and just making sure got to fill those frames, and even if you lose some count on strikes and get those opens, you always make everything count, and I just made the best shots I could, and fortunately, hitting that 1-3 pocket, I kept, like you said, I kept everything in play, and had a couple splits here and there, but and then the last match, the pins just fell for me. Rena, had a couple bad carry shots, and I tripped a couple, and it's bowling, so I was very fortunate for that.
Well, I feel like when you're bowling with confidence and you're in the right part of the lane, it seems like those breaks tend to happen.
Yeah. It a little bit of everything. My swing was good. My swing, I was very confident in, where I was playing and what I had and the feel. Because I struggle with feel sometimes when when it gets a little hot or hot and cold. My feel can go off really quick. And I was very fortunate that my equipment felt good in my hand, and it makes a big difference in the confidence when you get up there and sometimes what ball you're going to throw. And I had all that and knew what I wanted to do.
Tell me about bowling a bowler like Rena Sabo, who I really felt like if there was a player that was going to take you to 2 games and possibly beat you, her speed and rev rate gave her that opportunity.
Yeah. After the first match, and I even when I bowled her yesterday, that was the one I think in the back of my mind, it was probably going to be the toughest of the matches, and especially after her first game. The first game their match wasn't as high, and then when she got I think it was a 230 game. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to probably shoot a good 240, 250 game maybe, and then. She was a little different part of the lane, and so you never know. I mean, they can break down so quick, and again, match play, the lanes just break down, carry down, hook, and this pair compared to practice pair, this end is just so different. And going back to the other day, going one pair over, it's completely different. You're thinking you're in a different part of the house. So, but I bowled pretty well. I bowled well yesterday on 17 and 18 yesterday.
You think you bowled well on 17 18?
Yeah, so that gave me the confidence of, I threw 2 different balls yesterday as well.
And you did today, right?
And I don't do that too often. Every once in a while, when I see something or feel something. So today I just went for it, and, it was the right thing to do.
It absolutely. You started off really hot. You had the one. You broke up a couple of them there to give you a 4-bagger early, and that just kind of just takes all the pressure off of you.
Yeah, it did. It was a little touchy because I didn't want to move further right because you're getting too much of the carry down, and then you pull it in. And it's a couple of my high shots. I didn't think they were as bad, and there was no hold right there. So, and then trying to parallel a little left on the right lane, and then moving to the lane 17 as well. They seem to get a little flatter, and lanes as the week goes on, and the strip and oil and everything like that, you expect them to be a little different every single day, and I think that maybe helps me from past experience, knowing that they're going to hook a little earlier, and I got to change some things up. So because I usually on the fresh, I was using some earlier stuff, and even to start practice, I wasn't even close to using that. So I went to something totally different to start, and that worked out as well.
Well, it was an incredible performance, and obviously, a great way to kind of to kick things off here for you. Got a lot of events coming up. What's your mindset going forward, and obviously you got a celebration you're going to later too.
Yeah. I get to bowl the Golden Ladies the rest of the week, so that's going to be fun. Get to celebrate Donna's birthday tonight, and then it all starts the end of the month, or it's almost May. So, I'm bowling a PBA 50 in Fort Myers, and
Let's
then
go.
coming back to Vegas next month for the Nationals for Queens for the Hall of Fame, and then I'm coming back here at Samstown for the Senior Masters beginning of June. So I'm literally I'm going to be bouncing around a little bit between the ladies tour and the 50 if they let me. So
I think they will let you. It's I think they love bowling with you out there, and we love seeing you out there. So, any final thoughts? I mean, it's such a great dominant performance by yourself again, and 11 majors now.
That's insane. It's I'm just very thankful again. Thanks to Storm Products and Turbo 2-in-1 grips. You Can Bowl 2 Pro Shop. Carol Norman, who got the bowl this week, and she hasn't bowled great. She bowled fantastic. I always looked up to Carol. Yeah, I've always looked up to Carol, and she's been one of my best friends for the last 25 years, and she drills my equipment as well. Her and Donna Connors, they drill my stuff, and they've been one of my sponsors.
It's a good group.
It is. They're a great group.
It's a good group.
Yeah, and high five, Storm Products. I can't ask for to have a better company, to be behind, to be behind me and let me throw their equipment, and very thankful to them that I've been, I think, on staff with them for almost 20 years. So it's crazy, It's I remember my very first tournament almost 30 years ago in Terre Haute, Indiana. So it's and it's hard to believe it's been since 1996. So time flies, and I'm very thankful that I get to continue to do what I love and travel and still bowl for a living, and just try to stay healthy and keep a positive attitude, and you have your good days and your bad days. It's not always fun to come out here and just to travel.
Traveling's hard.
Traveling is hard, living in and out of suitcases and in and out of whether the hotel rooms or, flying, driving, whatever. I'm just fortunate I still love to do it, and, still try to work hard at it. It's still a learning experience. 30 years later, you'll learn about, there's so much, new stuff and new equipment, and the kids out there that are amazing. You got to keep up with them too. So.
Hey, I think you're doing a pretty good job of that. And one thing I know is that there's going to be many more chapters in the Liz Johnson storybook when it's all said and done, and this is just another one of them. And we had a great week here at the Senior Queens, and it's been I didn't know what to expect when it came to this particular event, because I hadn't really worked a Senior Queens event or Senior Ladies event, and the quality and level of bowling is phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to come see one, it's absolutely incredible. These are not easy conditions you guys are bowling on by any means, and so I had a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to the women's tour here.
Me too.
We're just a stone's throw away from that as well. But before we go, I want to take the opportunity to thank the USBC and the USBC Board of Directors. I want to thank the BPAA and the BPAA Board. I want to thank the PWBA and Robin Graves and all the team that does an absolutely phenomenal job of running a very complex event like this. Gary Brown, individuals like that, thank you guys so much. I want to thank the Bowl TV fans Bull TV fans are the best fans in the business. We are so grateful and thankful for you guys. It allows me to do this, which is something I love to do.
You're awesome at it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I get to talk to people like you. You guys make it easy. I just ask stupid questions. And of course, thank you guys, Bull TV. And remember, this is Bull TV, and bowling lives here.